It's Minnie at AllXXs. I should have been back before now, but I got a little busy. I've been doing a lot of stitching, and I've got a lot to show you today. So we're going to get started right away, so you won't be here all day. But if you need to, get a drink, get a snack, and we're going to get started. Okay, first thing I'm going to show you is my April whip go calls. And I have 4 because I have 2 whip go boards. One is already full, one I'm filling as I start new things. And I'm putting them in the slots for the numbers that haven't been called yet. So that way I get to work on them again. The first one I have to show you is my first whip go for April. Is called Jazz Funeral, and it's a chart that I picked up in Metairie, Louisiana, which is right outside of New Orleans. And it's Rosemary LeBlanc's Stitching New Orleans. That's who it's by. And this is what it will look like when it's finished. There we go. On my whip goes, I'll put in a picture somewhere what I'm talking about each one to let you know, so you can see where it was at before I worked on it and what it looks like now. So this is the Jazz Funeral, and this is where it's at now. I'll pull it up a little closer so you can see. Now the back stitching hasn't been done yet. The back stitch will be done once all the stitching is finished. That's just how I like to do it. So I'll consider it done once all the stitching is finished. But then I can go back and do the any back stitch, or there aren't any beads, but I'll do all the back stitch and stuff afterwards. So this is Jazz Funeral. And it's being stitched on a 32 count. I do believe it's Under the Sea fabric. Yeah, Under the Sea fabric Valkyrie. 32 count Lugana. Everything has to be put back or to be chaos. So, and I've started this video 3 times. 2 times I had little intruders, and the next time my camera the memory is full, so I had to delete old stuff. The next one is this was a series from a while ago, and it's JBW Designs. 'Twas the Night Ornaments, and I'm working on 4 in the series. Well, I worked on 4 for April's whip go. And even though they're separate charts, they're in a series, so I call them a whip, because I haven't finished, to me they all go together. But these are the 3 that I finished for my whip go. The whole whip isn't done because I've got, I think it's one more of the 4 that I haven't finished. I do believe I have 2 of them finished, 3 of them now finished already. And Santa Has No Eyes, because those are beads. And this is only 32 count. I think it's 32. It's either 25 or 24. It is either 32 count think it is 32 count white Lugano. This is one of my old whips. This is one set I've done in this series. It's already been FFO'd. I've got one that hasn't been FFO'd yet, and then this one. And I think I have one left to stitch of the 4 sections in that series, and they'll be finished. Okay, the third one is Pray from Teresa Kovic. Oh, now I'm dropping things. Oh, just bear with me. This is Pray from Teresa Kovic, and it's done on 32 count Weeks Dye Works Angel Hair Linen. This is another older one, but it just proves the fact that I can't do full coverage. I don't like doing full coverage because of the confetti stitches. Once it's done, and you know, when you sit back and look at it, it's beautiful. Up close, you can see all of the confetti stitches in it. But that's Teresa Kovic Pray. Okay. And my last April whip goal was a chart by Mary Engelbright. The design is Mary Engelbright. I bought it from Imaginating, and it's called Delightful. It says, as far as I know, I'm delightful. And she has to me, she has attitude. And to give her my attitude, this is what she looks like now. I thought she had to have my skin color, or close to it. But she also needed a purple color. So she has a little red. That's her purple color. And this is on a 14 count white Ada. 14 count white Ada. And I love her. I think she kind of reflects definitely my personality. And I like red. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm going to switch, I'm going to go to my May whip go calls. And that way I'll have all my whip goes out of the way. This time I had 4 because of my 2 whip go boards. So I have all my information written down here, so I have to look at it so I won't forget anything. Well, because I forget everything. Okay, this is a chart. It doesn't have a cover picture to go with it. So I'm going to show it to you real quick. It's a freebie, but I'm not going to show it to you long enough to print it from my video. If you want it, you go to Oh, so go to sassyjackstitchery.com. And like I say, it's for free charts. But this is what it will look like. And when I first started the last time I stitched on it, for some reason, I was having a hard time getting it's a lot of confetti stitching in her face. The colors in her face to get the shading. And again, I was having a hard time keeping the confetti stitching in order. So I put it down, but I brought it back and it was called. And this is where she's at now. And I really enjoyed stitching on her. I got all her face done. I've done the outline around her portrait, and I'm starting on her name. And at the bottom there's a quote from Rosa Parks. It says, "I felt determination cover my body like a quilt on a winter night." I like that. And like I say, you can get this from Sassy Jack Stitchery as a freebie. It's a download, so you can download the freebie. And this one I've chose to, I think on the model or the chart it called for white Ada, white Lugano, whatever. But I used, this is the under the sea fabric, 32 count. Oh no, this is a 28 count. I'm sorry. AIM. I think that's what it is. Okay, and I love it. It's a beautiful pink. Let me hold it up again and see if you can get if you can see the modeling in it. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. See the modeling in it. It's a little darker pink. My light is kind of washing it out a little bit, but it's beautiful, and I love that. So you can see how far I get once I get my head on straight and could figure out what I was doing with the confetti stitches. I got quite a bit done. Okay, my next one is, this is like one of my oldest whips. I saw this at a Walmart, this fabric, and I got this crazy idea that I could stitch on this fabric. I think this fabric is close to maybe a 40 count. No. And this is the Advent Animals from Brooks Books. This is a freebie. If you go to Brooks Books Facebook page, I think you can get them from there. If not, you can go to her website, and I think you can get them from one of these two places. But it's Brooks Books Advent Animals. I think this came out in 2000. Let's see if there's a date on here. Copyright is 2014/2015. So this is when this stitch along was started in 2014. So yeah. And I'm gonna hold it back here so you can I can show you the whole thing. This is a towel. See? It's a towel it's a wash towel. Let's see, I think I've got yeah. This is a kitchen towel It says Aunt Martha Stitch and Go. I think, but it was more designed for embroidery, where you're stitching on the surface. And I got it in my head that I could use it like cross stitch fabric. So that's how I've been using it. And that's why I still haven't finished it yet. But I had fun stitching on this time. Okay, here we go. I hope you can see that. But this is the one. This is the one that I worked on. It's number 17. There's 24 animals. And I think she had a 25th one for Christmas. But I'm not sure if it's going to fit on my fabric. So I definitely will get my 24 on here. But I don't know about the 25th. But this is the one I worked on. And he's finished. Let's see, his name is Hamilton Horse. So I finished Hamilton Horse as my third whip go collar. This way at least I'll get to stitch on my old whips at least once this year. And the new stuff I start, I get to stitch on it twice, at least. That was my second whip go piece. My third whip go piece was a new start and a finish. And I don't have the chart with. I put the chart away. I think no, it isn't. Here it is. It is Lucy Beam Love in Stitches. It is Immortal. Can't read this. As bind cross stitch like I'm immortal. And I had to stitch it right away. And once I started, it went so fast because it's just the words and the two little lines at the top and the bottom. It went so quick, I finished it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I may put it on a project bag. Okay, and I actually used the called for. I purchased the called for colors. It's only 3. Or was it 4? There was only 3 different colors. Yeah, there's only 3 colors. Yeah. Only 3 different colors. Cornflower, and there was gas, the General Arts for floss. So it was lavender potpourri, baby spinach, and cornflower. And these were the 3 flosses. And this is Immortal. Okay, so that was one whip. Okay, and my 4th whip for May was Repeat the Sound in Joy. This is just a working copy. This is I printed off the cover picture, but this is from Kathy Barrett. I love that swan. And I didn't have the call for fabric. I couldn't find the call for fabric. But I had this one. This is called, matter of fact, I can't tell you what it's called. Ancient Mara. I think that's what it is. It's a 36 count linen. And it's from Seraphim Hand-Dyed Fabrics. This is her business card, the business card. And this is what it looks like. And I think as far as the fabric choice, I think I made a perfect substitution. The color of the fabric is a little darker than what you're seeing on, I think, on the screen. At least what I'm seeing on the screen. But I think it's a perfect substitution. And this is where I'm at now. Now, let me explain what I did here. Okay. I worked on this part here. I sectioned this off because this is such a big area and it's all stitched in black. And so that I would not have those big, seam lines, I just sectioned it off in little crazy sections. And so the next time I stitch it, I can just stitch each little section and have it done. Same thing on the neck, but I wanted to do, because I got a little tired of the just black stitching, I went over and I did this section on the swan's neck. It had color in it, so it has, as you can see, it's some of the greenery. It looks like a reef around the neck of the swan. So I stitched in up the black so I could get the color in there properly, in the right place. So, and I've started on the wording up top, but I have some, let's see, it's some more, well, that's it in there. And some more over here in this area, snowflakes and a plant and a deer. But I don't have much. Once this neck, this swan is finished, excuse me, and this portion out here is finished, it's almost home free. Same thing with the, I finished the little lake, the little pond that he's swimming in, or she's swimming in, and that way I can get that colored in. So it's a lot of this now is fill in, which won't take very long. But like I said, I think I captured that. You see the fabric on there? I think I got it. I think I did a great substitution. And this is 36 count, so I'm stitching 1 over 1 with DMC floss. And I'm loving the way it coming out. Repeat the sounding joy. So I really had a good time on these choices, choices for whip gold in May. And like I say, I've been stitching a lot. That was a lot. And my goal on my whip gold board actually is at least, well, 1 hour per day for 5 days is my goal. But what I've been doing is once I pull it out for that 1 hour, I want to get at least 1 hour. I may stitch 2, 3, who knows, I might stitch on it all day, depending on when I start stitching on it and what else I want to stitch on. So those are all of my whip goals. And like I said, I've met all my goals for both months. I even had a finish in April. Okay, now let me go back in my notes, and I have, let's see, what was, okay, I had, if you watch Stitching in Sequence, and you've ever purchased anything from McKenna at 1884, she had a retreat the 21st of May. No, 21st of April. And I went to Las Vegas to her retreat. And I made it there fine, and I'm back. I actually was proud of myself because I made it there, lugging my suitcase and stitching and all that by myself. It was the first outing I've been on by myself. And let me tell you, it was a lot. It was a lot. A lot of walking that I haven't been doing in a long time, almost a year. But I did it. And I had a great time. I get to see some old friends, and of course McKenna. I get to talk to her boys, who are adorable. I even had a picture taken with Joe. Yep, I got my picture taken with Joe. And but I had a great time, and I'll put some pictures at the end of the video from the retreat. But anyway, we had there was a lot of just a second. I bought a few things. And there was a lot of stuff on the brag table. Like I said, I'll put that in the video. But there's a lot of stuff on the freebie table, and there were vendors selling all kinds of stuff. McKenna had a pop-up store, so from 1884 she had some items, and I bought some stuff from her. Today's coffee, for a change, is Jamaican Me Crazy by Wolfgang Puck. And so, this was our goodie bag in my favorite kind of project bag. It's waterproof. You can see through it. So my kind of project bag. Okay, so here is some of the stuff I got from. This was from like I said, the welcome packet. This is a chart from Worked by ABC. That was an exclusive to the Stitchnanagans Las Vegas retreat. And that was from Arlene Cohen at Works by ABC. This was a chart designed by Stitching Mommy. This was I think this was, I'm not sure if this was was an exclusive. I think it was. This was an exclusive from Sarah Hughes at Stitching Mommy. Friendship is born at that moment when one person says to another, "What, you two? I thought I was the only one." See it? And that quote is by C.S. Lewis. And this is the, okay, without the glare. Okay, so that was a freebie. That was included in our welcome packet. We got a little notepad in the welcome packet. These were courtesy of the Marriott. Let's see. Oh, we were given this envelope from Stitcher's Paradise, and we had, see, now I can put all my stuff up, either put it up or put it to use. You were given this poker chip, and all you had to do was take the poker chip in with you to Stitcher's Paradise, and you got a discount. And this was for the Stitchnanagans. So now I can turn my poker chip into a needle minder. Okay, let's see, what else was this? This was a letter, a welcoming letter. I think that was just, yeah, this was just explaining. Oh, they had special hours. They gave Stitcher's Paradise gave McKenna and Stitchnanagans some special hours just for Stitchnanagans, because I think they normally close before 6 p.m. but they stayed open later to give everybody a chance to come in and stitch, just shop to your heart's content. Some of these, okay, some of these were giveaways. People were handing out free items. This is a extremely strong, oh, let me see, what is this? This is Scarlet Sky. Scarlet Sky Designs. These are needle minder, and they're made into from the cards, and they sparkle, so as a reminder from Las Vegas. I get all sorts of needle minders. Thread drops, thread cards. You can put your own hole in them. Inside this welcome packet also, we get another courtesy of Marriott, but this was courtesy of McKenna. Oh, these are 1884 Stitchery Silks by Vicki Clayton. This is jewelweed and wisteria. Now, this is 5 yards. That's 5 yards. And then we get 10 yards of that. Aren't those beautiful? And you could use these to do the freebie from Works by ABC. There's two different colors. Those are beautiful. This came in the kit also. This is a silk pearl, number 8 silk pearl from Rainbow Gallery. I have to look on here and read everything. And then you got some seed beads from Mill Hill in that color. Let's see, what else did I get included? I think that's all that was included in the kit. But as like I said, this was handing out. This was a color limited edition from Live and Dye LA. That was dyed exclusively for Stitchnanagans. Yes, Stitchnanagans and exclusive. This is cotton, but it's beautiful. Love those colors. So that one was a freebie. I get thread drops. This is from Tracy Stitches. It's her dog Indigo. Some more thread drops. I got these from Elaine Bauer, one of my regulars commenters. So thank you, Elaine. Got the beautiful, I got two because they were beautiful. And those are some threads that she put on them of those colors. Let's see, what else? I get, this was from one of my table mates, Katie Chestnut. These are fine thread froggers. I think it's two. Is it one or two in there? Two. These are fine thread froggers. Unlike my froggers that are you can use for, but there are some people who stitch on 40 count and up. This would make a great gift for them. They're finer needles, but they're threaders. I mean, they're froggers. Another gift from McKenna, Stitchnanagans. This is another gift from Works by ABC. These flosses I think were included in the welcome package also. I think that these buttons I definitely get these off the freebie table. Love that crab. This was being handed out. I'm so sorry, I can't remember the name. But I love that. Counting pen. And you just stick it right there in your spool thread. Okay. This was fabric that was in your welcome packet. You can stitch your Works by ABC with this fabric. You even got a needle. I'm not sure what count this is. Probably a 24 count, but it is thin. But it's a nice fabric. This I got off the freebie table. This was a big cut up. I think 32 count. Love that color. Another piece I got on the freebie table. Don't know why. Someone had already, they hemmed it. They hemmed it. I guess to keep it from fraying. But I love that. It's a grayish blue. I think this is 24 count. Maybe this is maybe a Joblin. It's kind of stretchy. I love that. And this was on the freebie table. So I got a bunch of great freebies that were either given as part of the welcome packet or handed out during the retreat. And I loved it. I love all of it. But now I can put it up and maybe start using some of it. Because I've been saving it so I can show it to you. So now that I've done that, oh, and this is another one. I found this on the freebie table. I love that. It's from Dinky Dyes. The Min Min. That's what it's called. And it's stitched with Dinky Dye silk. I don't know what I'm going to stitch it with. But I don't think I'm going to make a special purchase of Dinky Dye silks. Now, right now I have a small collection of actual silks in my stash. So I think I'll make a selection from that. Okay, like I said, I bought a few things at Stitchnanagans, and one being this beautiful, well, it's a fabric project bag, and this is from Running Amok by Gina at Running Amok, and it has this beautiful batik at the top here, and then the Halloween candy, and then on the inside it has some beautiful little black cats. So, but these are items that I bought. First of all, I bought some printed fabric. This is a 28 count. I bought this from McKenna. That's a great Halloween piece. This one, this is a beautiful light blue. Don't know what I'm going to stitch on yet, but I have some ideas. And then this one, these two, they're smaller cuts, but I love this orange. That's a great Halloween piece too. I got this one. And this one. It's a little bit darker, but it's great for Halloween. Ornament pieces, oh yeah. And those are, this 27, let's see. Yeah, the last two pieces are 27 count. The blue is a 36 count, and the green is a 28 count. So, love those. And even though this is a 2022 calendar, which I don't need it as a calendar, but there's some beautiful charts inside. They're on the back. The pattern is actually on the inside, but I don't want to show you the patterns, so I'll just show you the pictures from the outside, from the back. Now the ones I've highlighted is, let's see, maybe I can show them to you. I'll just cover the chart. Okay, we're going from the back to the front. This is October. I love that pumpkin. Love that squirrel peeping out around that tree. Love him. This one is August. August. There's a mermaid in it. So of course that's one for me. This is June, which is my birth month. And there's a cherry cupcake. like that. This is April. Like that one. And as you can see, these are all pillow size, the little small pillow size, so they're not very big. And then of course, the cauldron with the rainbow. So I bought this calendar. Has some great designs in it. Let's see. One of the from the So Pretty pins, I bought. Actually, I bought two of them. One is a giveaway. One is going to was a gift. But these are So Pretty pins. This was one of the vendors that was there. I got those. And Live Die LA. I bought these needle minders. This one says Stitching Devil. That's me. And the other one says Rest in Peace. Bought those two. I think this was, I'm not sure, I think this was, I'm not sure if I bought that one or if it was one of the items in the, I think it was one of the items in the welcome packet. I may have stuck it in the wrong place. But that corner gauge is the corner gauge, and also it has the thread counts down here where you can measure an inch on your, to see what count your fabric is. Okay. Finally, I can take this out of the bag. This is the t-shirt I bought. Love that color. It says cross stitch makes me happy. It's very true. Last but not least, this is my exchange piece. I'll show you, like I said, I'll put a picture in of who stitched my piece and who received what I stitched. This is gorgeous. I love this. Life's a Stitch. It's beautiful. And she did such a great job on the finishing. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so now I get to put up my, I can put my exchange piece in a bowl. And I got a beautiful card from Allie. She's stitching this was stitching my piece. So thank you, Allie. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to stick this back in my bag for the time being. And so we can keep this show moving. Okay, so those were all of my freebies and purchases from Stitchnanagans in April. Okay, let's see, what else do we get? Okay, I have 2 new starts that I started in April. I started this one. I started before I went to Stitchnanagans. I started this one on, no, as a matter of fact, I started after I got back. This is from, I saw this is the chart that I saw Pam of Just Keep Stitching. She'd already finished hers. And I saw hers and I just fell in love with it. For some reason, I don't normally stitch patriotic, but this one doesn't necessarily say Star Spangled Banner, so I like that. I like that. And I'm stitching mine on a little darker fabric, which is a 35 count Weeks Dye Work Cappuccino. And let's see, did I change the colors? Yes, it called for Weeks Dye Works and gas, but I changed them to DMC. And this is where I'm at. And I love it the way it's coming out. I like that. The colors are actually popping on this fabric. They really do. And it's not very big, so it won't take long. And this is one of the items that I'm planning on right now to take with me to StitchCon to work on, because it's not a really complicated piece. And I know I'll be running my mouth, and I don't want to have to come back from StitchCon and pick out everything that I've stitched. So, that was a new start. And what other one? Oh, at Stitchnanagans, I started this chart. It's from Shaded Stitchery, 960. I love this. Now hers is stitched on the, I think this is stitched on a 14 count oatmeal. I am working on, I was working on it last night. And that's why the string is still on it. I'll take this part off. I'll take that off. So I'll be stitching on this here for a while today too. And this is where it's at. I'm almost finished with the hand. I've got the needle and the thread in. And I'm starting over here on the border. Now, I didn't use the 14 count Ada, the 14 count oatmeal Ada. I am stitching on this on where is my, oh my goodness, where's my label? Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm stitching on Mint Chocolate Chip from Grace Notes. This is a 32 count Lugana chocolate chip, mint chocolate chip. And if you look closely, you'll see that there's a minty green in parts of it and the chocolate mottling. Beautiful fabric, beautiful. Grace Notes does a beautiful fabric. And I am in her Fabric of the Month Club, and I get well, it's like a surprise. Only thing I told her was Lugana and 32 count were my preferences. Whatever she sends me, whatever color I get, that's what I get. And she hasn't let me down yet. They're beautiful colors. So, my next new start is, I waited for a while to get this chart from Autumn Lane. I had ordered it through my local needlework store, and it took a while to get in, but I finally got it. It's from Autumn Lane, and it was, I think this was a release through doing Nashville Market. And it's Hawaiian Mermaid, of course. You know me and mermaids. And it's being stitched on Under the Sea Fabrics 32 count Calliope. And this is where she's at. Now these are DMC flosses. Always, these are DMC flosses. But I think, and I changed the one for her little bikini top and her, yeah, bikini top. I didn't have the call for. I think I changed it to the next color up. But let's see, the fabric that was being used is she said just suggested fabric is the most amazing Hawaiian ocean beach colored fabric that you can find. And there you go. Calliope from Under the Sea Fabrics. So this was, I think this is the last actual new start that I have. I think this is my last new start. The last one I started. Now that doesn't mean that this is going to be the last one I do. It's just the latest, my latest new start. Okay, let's see, what's next? Oh, I actually, well, it sounds like I don't, you know how to read, but I do actually know how to read. Let's see, what else? Okay, I have, let's see, some April and May haul. Let's see, and I'll tell you about some of them. All right, let's see. These were April. I'll just tell you, these are my new, I'll just show them all in no specific order, because if none of them have a mess here. Okay, well these two are definitely from May. This is the May first part of Stony Creek Pattern of the Month series for the summer, and this is the first one. This is Bat Crazy Frankie, this is what they'll all look like, and this is the first one for May. Now there's a little down there. It's the most spectacular time of the year. If you want to do it all in one, do all four of them in together. You've got Frankenstein, the werewolf, a vampire, a ghost, and a mummy. So this is the first one. Like I say, well, here's a bigger picture here. And you've got the wording is there. If you want to do, the wording is at the bottom of each one of the charts, so you get a free one once a month. This one I bought. This is from Finally a Farm Girl. And it's Matilda Gives Thanks. Isn't that cute? That was one of my May purchases. I stash enhancement haul, however you want to see it. Pam from Just Keep Stitching has announced that she was going to start a start-along on the last day of StitchCon for the first weekend day, and it's to commemorate 30 years. I think hers is to commemorate 30 years free, cancer-free, and she chose I can't remember again. She chose a sampler, beautiful sampler, and it was called Courage. And I'm not a sampler person. I cannot start another sampler. So, well, I guess you could call this a sample, but not like the one she has. Mine is from Birdhouse Stitchery, and it's also called Courage. But it's a simpler sampler. And I'm going to start this on Sunday, the last day of weekend A at StitchCon with her, to help her commemorate her 30 years cancer-free, and to hopefully mark my 1 year cancer-free. Hopefully, because I have a CT scan coming up pretty soon, and I'll find out where I stand. So I'll let you know. But hopefully it'll be the beginning of my 30 year cancer-free. And it says, courage is not having the strength to go on. It is going on when you don't have the strength. Now, I've decided to do mine a little different from what it looks like here. I decided I'm going to put it on a dark fabric, and it's called NYX. This is Under the Sea Fabrics, NYX. This is a 32 count linen. I think it's beautiful fabric. And everything will be white. Everything will be stitched in white. You know, as a matter of fact, it's not white. It's a silver gray. I was going to make it white. It's a silver gray. It's 762. Now you can see it against the white. It's not completely white. So it's a very, very light silvery gray, because the colors for lung cancer is silver or white. Someone mentioned clear. I've never heard of clear. as the color for lung cancer. It's either silver or white pearl. But I'm using the light silver blue or silver gray on the dark blue fabric, and instead of both those all those will be white. Just be 2 rows white and 2 rows, well, I keep saying white, but my silver, it'll be 2 rows there, 2 rows there, and just the wording, and everything's be that silver on the dark blue. So it shouldn't take long. It's all words, mostly words. So this is one of the items I'll be stitching at StitchCon. I'll start it on the 11th, on the last day of the month, or last day of the retreat. This is also a newbie, and I'll be stitching it on gray 14 count Ada, and they're called Craft Tea scissor fobs. I like this with the T. You have Royalty, Liberty, no. So YT Fabulous. Anyway, Liberty, Kitty, Sweet Tea, Craft Tea. And there you go. So I'll be starting it. That don't mean by start it. StitchCon. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What else did I say? I plan on stitching it. Working on. I don't know if I'll get a finish on anything that I'm taking with me. I don't think I'll get a finish on anything. So I don't know if I will be ringing the bell. I may have to go back and dig through a whip and find a whip that's almost finished so I can ring the bell. Okay, so what else? Okay, I've showed you. Oh, I get the Keepsakes 2024 calendar. And let's see. I don't know what I did with the book. It's over here somewhere. But these are the projects they have in there. Okay, is it? I really like this one. Trying to show them without so much glare. Let's see. Okay. How about that? So this is the calendar, so I can show you this. The charts aren't in here. Okay, you get the gist. We won't go through all of those. Let's see. I've got Happy Mail. I bought this when I went to In Stitches, which is my LNS. This is just a 32 count Lugana in charcoal. I don't know what I'm going to stitch on it yet. I don't know yet. This was the last one I got. This is Grace Notes 32 count Lugana Frosted Lemonade. It's beautiful. That's beautiful. Beautiful and bright. Frosted Lemonade from Grace Notes. I should have one coming in soon. Another, the latest one. Has not arrived yet. These are some more new charts that I've, between April and May, that I purchased. This is another one. And these are some that I would like to start soon. I'll put it that way. I don't know when, but soon. This is a Silver Creek sampler freebie. Another of my, patriotic that I don't like, but I love that bee. That's cute. It says All American Freebie. Okay, this one is a perfect match. Another Silver Creek sampler. Love Silver Creek sampler. Diane Randall, you're a good one. You are a good designer. Love your charts. This one is a perfect match. My love for you will never cease. You are my missing piece. I'll hold it this way. Love that. This is from Plum Street Samplers. This is the Polar Pack. Don't like a lot of them. Not crazy about the animals, but I like that one too. The last one I did was the Corgi Caboodle. Okay, this is chart. Now I saw this one. This one came out at Nashville. Waited a while to get this one too. This is from Rebel Stitcher, and it's called Civil Samplers. They're small pillows, and they are quotes from Shirley Chisholm. It says, if they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. So you don't let that stop you because they didn't invite you. Make your own way. This one is from Maya Angelou. It says, the caged bird sings of freedom. I won't show you that. Well, I'll show it to you. There we go. And the last one is, never ever be afraid to make some noise and get in good trouble, necessary trouble. And that's from John Robert Lewis. So these are small pillow size samplers, so I can handle those. The next one, this is a freebie. Not a freebie, I'm sorry. This was a new start. What am I saying? This is not a new start, not a freebie. This is another one that I would like to start soon, in a new purchase in May. And I get this one from Stitches also, I think. This is from Twin Peaks Primitives. It says Coop Crafters. I don't think I've shown you this one. Well, I may have. So it may have been from April. But this is, it says, you have a quilting coop stitch, coop quilt, coop stitch, coop knit, and coop crochet. I guess you can stitch them individually or as one piece together. And I'll tell you, let me see if they get, yeah, the ones on the end, this end and that end, they both have that little chicken wire chart. It's charted, so if you want to stitch it all together, you can stitch it just like that. with the chicken wire included. Okay, these are, let's see, okay, this is another one from Sub Rosa, and it's around the same size as my Patriotic pincushion. This one is flower pincushion, and I love that. I fell in love with that one when I saw that one too. I think those flowers are gorgeous. So sometime soon I want to get that started and get that going. The rest of these, these are all from Barbara Anna. I don't know what to say. I love Barbara Anna. This one is a freebie that you have to get from her group on Facebook. So you have to join her group on Facebook. And this one says "Stay Warm." Love that. This one I purchased. It's Sailing Dreams. I bought this because it's close to cruising, which we love, my husband and I. This is Dreaming Fortune Teller. Let's see. There we go. Okay. This one is Cosmic Dreams. None of these are very, very large. This one is Spring Deer. I think she's beautiful. And Bountiful Dreams. I think this is the biggest one. And here is only like 6.5 by 6.5. So it's still not very big. But I love Barbara Anna. I don't know what it is about her. They're just bright, colorful charts, and I love them. So these are all my purchases, new purchases, and things I would like to stitch soon. And I do believe it looks like you've seen everything I've got. What's coming up next is well, after I, put all this away, I'm going to work on my necessity. And I'm my necessity, yeah, that one. I'm going to work on that today. And who knows, I may even start something new. Like I say, I've finished my whip goal for April and May, so I don't have any more whip goals to work on. So I'm free to work on whatever I want to now. I can go back and work on one of those again if I want to, or I could, like I say, start something new. But I'll be stitching this evening, putting some of this stuff away. And the next thing I have going on will be StitchCon. And I haven't, like I said, I haven't finalized what I'm going to take with me to stitch at StitchCon. Those were the ones that I have picked out as of today. They may change, or there may be some additions. Let's see what else. So I'll be deciding on what I'm going to take to StitchCon, what I'm going to pack. But my friends Jan, Helen, and Lynn will be joining me well, we'll all be riding together because Jen's going to drive again. So they're going to be at StitchCon with me. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm coming up on 7 years of doing floss tube. June 18th will be my flossiversary. And like I said, my very first chemotherapy treatment started on July 21st, I do believe. But like I say, it's been almost a year since I was diagnosed, and hopefully, with the Lord, Lord's blessing, it will be the beginning of my 30-year cancer-free. So I am going to enjoy whatever comes. And thank you all for coming to visit me. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. If this is your first time visiting, I hope you liked what you saw and you will come back next time. I appreciate you all. And that's all I got to say. I'm rambling now. So I'll let you go. All my information, email, where you can find me, Instagram, is all in my description box below. If you have any questions, if you want to see something or have a question on anything you saw here, give me, just ask me a question put the question in the description box below. In the comment section, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if at your discretion, if you feel like you want to buy me a coffee, that's in the description box below also. Let's see. Do I have anything? What can I give away? I know what I can give away. Since I've already stitched it, how about this? How about Lucy Bean? I finished it. I'm not going to stitch it a second time. So, if you're interested in Lucy Bean Love and Stitches Immortal, leave me a comment. And let's see, the word immortal. Put the word immortal in your comment, and I'll do a drawing before my next video, and I'll announce it in my next video. Now, unless you're dying to stitch this right away, because I don't know when I'll be doing the next video, and I'm not going to give you a date because I don't know. But I'll do the drawing before then, and so leave me a comment and you must be 21. You must be 18 at least, I guess, to be able to give me your address. I would prefer if you were a subscriber. If I call you, if I call you out in the, if I call your name in the video, and I comment on your comment, like I say, if I call your name in the video, then I will pin your comment to the top of the comments, and when you come back, if you watch my next video, my email is already in the description box. So send me a comment with your address, your mailing address, so I can get this out to you. And I think that's all the instructions I have to give you. There's no monetary value to this other than what I paid for it, but I've stitched it. So when I send it to you, if I call your name and I send it out to you and it gets lost and you don't get it, I have no, once I put it in the mail, I have no control over it. So hopefully you'll get it, you know. But leave me a comment. Immortal. How about that? So, thank you very much. This has been a cross stitch video. Well, this has been a video. There's a guy, I got to tell you this. I know this is long. There's a guy that we watch, my husband and I watch, who does fishing videos. And he ends his videos like, you know, there's fish in the video, so it's a fishing video. I love that. He's hilarious. So, I stole this from him. This was a stitching video because they were cross-stitched in the video. So, until next time, bye.